What is your go-to tequila cocktail?
This is Clase Azul.
Yeah.
I think I put it in here because I was filming something and then I forgot to bring it out. We have so much alcohol in this house, we don't even notice when it's missing, you know?
Look, I have 2 roommates and they said that there had never been more alcohol in the house before I moved in, so.
A one-handed three, Luka Magic in the garden. Yes, yeah.
You know, you came on the show on a well-established show that was, you kind of came on in the later seasons. What was it like being the new housewife on the block?
It's actually very interesting because coming into the show, for me, I was a viewer of the show. I am a fan of the franchise. So I knew what to expect, but there was almost like this very fine line between being a fan and now being their equal partners, right? So like I wasn't that comfortable in the beginning calling them out on things because I just wanted everybody to like me. And if looking back, if you pay attention to it now, everything I was doing in the beginning for the girls was initially to get them to like me. You know, me talking about my house, you know, what everybody deemed as bragging, or me putting out a full spread, or getting the bouncy castle for all the kids that were coming to my house. All of that was to get them to like me because I was coming in as a fan of the show. Like once it clicked to me that like, you know what, I'm not a subordinate here. I am their equal. I need to be able to state my opinion and be firm about it because that's really who I am in real life. You're getting to know my personality more as the show evolved.
I went to Chinatown first and everything was really expensive. I'm very practical at the end of the day and I was just like, everything's really expensive.
If I had to do it all over again, I would go to China too.
I still was a fan of the show as a whole. So like now I have to come on, and whereas I had my favorites before, and by the way, like all of that transitioned, and you know, because Teresa to me, she always looked like she was going to be the hardest to get along with for me, and actually she was the easiest. You know, Margaret I always thought was funny. She came on a year before me. I always thought she was funny. I didn't get her look aesthetic wise why they would pick her, but she's got a great personality.
Well, I mean, speaking of your castmates, I want to play a small little game with you. So tell me a little bit, if you were to rank your cast members as tequila ping pong champs, how would you rank them? Are
we going from like best to worst?
Yes.
I would think it would be me first.
One-handed three, Luka Magic in the garden.
I would think, and then Teresa, because it was her house. She was playing. I would have to give Melissa third place because she actually likes to drink. I think Jackie likes to drink too, because I know Margaret and Dolores actually don't drink. They don't enjoy drinking. So with no snarkiness intended, me, Teresa, Melissa, Jackie, Dolores, and Margaret.
We should start a tequila pong league. Let's just do it.
Oh my God. I had today, like I'm on a special diet. I'm trying to lose some weight for a reunion. And I just had like an HCG pancake, which I think is like 110 calories. And that's all I've had yet because I haven't had time to eat yet.
Well, what is your, I mean, do you have a workout routine too? Are you more of a diet person, workout routine? Like what's that?
I think diet. I think it's all what you eat. Right. You know, when I lost the weight originally with HCG, I didn't really work out even though I was supposed to. Right. It's all what you eat. However, when I do work out, I like to spin.
Really?
I love bikes, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because I feel like you get a full workout on your whole body. When I walk on the treadmill, I'll walk on it for what seems like forever, and I'll see like, you've only burned like 100 calories. I'm like, what? All that work for nothing, you know?
Right.
Spinning, when I'm spinning, and I love arm exercises, but I hate doing arm exercises. So when you spin, have you ever spun?
Yeah, I'm a Peloton guy.
And I'm like, the handlebars, and you're going side to side, and you're really like feeling the burn and up and down. So I love it.
Are you a Peloton girl? Have you done it?
I had a Peloton. I sold it because I hated the shoes. I couldn't do the shoes.
Fair.
I almost twisted my ankle trying to get the shoe out one time. And I'm like, you know what? I just need to get like a regular cheap bike.
Yeah.
It was like first time in my life that I started with something expensive and went to something cheaper.
I had the luxury of meeting you at BravoCon, and I loved your energy right away. And for me, you were just real from the beginning, and I can appreciate that in any sense.
And I'm also very real with the fans, because I understand that when they're meeting me, this could be the very last time that they ever see me in person. And I have one chance to make a good impression. So am I going to be a bitch? Or am I going to say, hey, honey, let's take a selfie. Let's keep it up with those filters. And they always feel like, oh, my God, you're just like you are on TV.
I love you on the show. Love you. Love the show. As a fellow New Jersey housewife, family is everything. So I want to know what your favorite part of being a mom is in New Jersey.
Just basically that I'm being a stay-at-home mom. The best thing for me is that I get to be here for my children, which I feel like is a huge blessing. You know, I have the luxury of not having to go to a 9-to-5 every day, and I have the joy of watching my kids grow up and not missing any milestones. So for me, that's everything.
Love it. Love it. I did the same thing with my daughter right here.
Yeah. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy to be a stay-at-home mom. It's not easy to put that kind of pressure on your spouse to be able to provide for the family. But when Bill and I had got married, I was currently working at my dad's jewelry store. And after I got married, you know, and I got pregnant, Bill was like, you know, I don't want you to go to work just so your mom can raise our kid. Like, I got married so that my wife can raise our kid. And he's traditional in that sense. So, and I wasn't mad at it. So I'm like, okay.
Fantastic. Great. Love it. Love it. And love you.
Thank you.
I need to find one like Bill, Jen. I need to.
Oh, yeah. They don't make him like him anymore.
No. So Corey, you're another big fan of Jen's. I know you had a good question.
Hi, Jen. You look amazing as usual.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'm in like a sweatsuit. It's like.
Listen, you make it work. It looks good.
It's like a chic, shabby chic sweatsuit.
I love that. It's comfortable chic, right?
Well, I'm in mommy
chic.
mode. I'm in mommy mode, and I still like to look presentable, but I don't want to forego the comfort.
Exactly.
So I got stylish and comfortable.
I love it. I love it. Well, I love the show. I love you. When you joined the cast, I was super excited. All of my friends say you are my spirit animal. Whenever we say, which housewife are you? They're like, you are definitely Jen. I'm like, what does that mean?
Because we're always on. We're always on.
Exactly.
There's some people who play it up for the cameras, and there's some people who are just always on. And every time people meet me in real life, the first thing that they say is, oh my God, you're exactly like how you are on TV.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, no, I am on TV exactly like how I am.
Well, my question for you was, since the show, when you had a monumental moment with your mother regarding your brother's sexuality, which was amazing that you did that. And then later she went on to view his performance on the piano and singing. How has the relationship been since then off camera? And have you been able to hang out with both of them, you know, with the pandemic and things like that?
Well, when the quarantine first happened, my mom was really being very cautious. And Steven is more cautious than anybody. I mean, until he got the vaccine, he was still coming to my house, wearing a mask, staying 6 feet apart from everyone. So Steven is extremely diligent. But once Steven got the vaccine, my mom got the vaccine, we're all hanging out. I mean, I'm not speaking to my mom right now. We're kind of going through something with my dad. You guys see it on the show. But Steven still, you know, keeps in touch with my mom. So does my sister. So does my brother. I let my kids stay in touch with my mom. You know, her issues are between her and I. But, you know, I was able to bring a new conversation into the family. Whereas before, we just never spoke about it, even though it was known. Now, if I'm talking to my brother and I'm saying like, hey, are you seeing anyone or are you talking to anyone? I don't have to look over my shoulder to see if my parents are around. Now my dad could be sitting there drinking a coffee and Steven will be telling me about somebody new that he's dating, which he's not. He's single. So anyone who wants to meet him, he loves it. Like one of his things, I think, from the show. He's like, Dick, if you get any DMs your way, send them over my way.
Yeah, my number is 718.
Yeah. Throw it in the DM, honey.
Yeah, I got you. I'll send you a message.
Right.
And thank you, Jen, for coming in and greeting the fans and all the things. Thank you, guys. Thank you so.
Thank you.
Thank you. And
Thank
Jennifer,
you,
that
Jen.
throne is amazing.
Love it.
Live it.
You know, I got a few.
Oh, yes, we know that.
I have a few.
Love them all.